Welcome to Curse of the Crimson Throne, Session 6. My name is Pablo. These are my players. Today we have an exciting session for you all planned. Potentially not.
TPK, TPK, TPK.
I mean, you're the one that said it.
Yeah, led by Durgan, by the sounds of it.
You're the one that said it.
It's Durgan's turn to talk to the queen.
You're the one that said it.
Durgan has a knife.
Not
Guys,
us.
personally, I think we should just let Festus talk to the Queen. I think we should let Festus put his.
That's true. He just needs to take care of this. He's the party face.
He's gotta put the moves on the Queen, bro.
Everything.
Festus has to smack his beetle, have a bomb drop out, and he's gonna have to go, oops, and then turn around, and then purposely bend right over.
Guys, really quickly, Aiden go to 2. Everybody else stay the same, hero points wise. Last session, I will do the recap because, fuck it. Last
Because
session.
we can't be trusted with it.
Not only can you not be trusted with it, but I want to be
Villain points.
I want to be stingy with my hero points today. So, start of the Temple of the Amade.
Lame.
Start of the Temple of Amade. You were walking and talking, as you do. Ran into some guards that Elijah went up, and then Aiden got cranky, and then there was some inter-party conflict. But I'm sure it didn't last the entire session, and you guys don't hate each other to guts at this point. Sure. Basically talking and walking and talking, you made your way to Zalara's home, where poof, Zalara doesn't exist, or does she? Her house was in ruins. Instead, she came out of the card deck. And then got insulted and got offended and, went back into the card deck. But Yava has Zalara, technically. And you are always welcome to telepathically communicate with Zalara. And she might give you a response. Right now her response is this. But, she might be more amicable in the future. You went to Citadel Volshinik. Talked to the guard up front. Aiden was nice enough to bring out a cigarette and bribe the guard with a cigarette. It's not really a bribe. It's more of a casual conversation where you finally got Cressida Croft. And she was pissed that she was being interrupted for a ledger when the whole city was in turmoil. Rightfully so. Normally, Cressida Croft is temperate. Today, she had no sleep. But you told her about the brooch, or dare I say brooch, and thus you decided that maybe it would just be better to go to the guards at the castle to broach the brooch topic.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, thank you. I'm actually really thirsty.
The only issue is then we discovered that after we broached the brooch topic that we breached the Queen's trust because we mentioned Trinia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get to that really quickly. After Citadel Volshinik, you went to the Shoreline Drink Hall just to make sure Durgan's friend was okay. And she was happier than ever to see Durgan. Thalia, was it? Yes. You guys heard some interesting rumors. Because why not, right? You might as well hear some interesting rumors while you're in a tavern. One of them that disturbed Elijah slightly. To the point where Elijah started getting antsy and made you guys walk all the way up to the castle. You guys were disarmed. Durgan refused to be disarmed, so stayed behind. Sabina was nice enough to go get Durgan later. Maybe this will be a mistake. We'll see. You went to the throne room. Queen Iliosa herself had a audience with you all. She seemed grateful for the return of the brooch. And then, of course, she asked if there were any questions, comments, concerns. Who's stuck in Corvosa? Alex, are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems to be taking a while for me to load. I'm not sure why.
I pulled
I
you
just
to
had to
scene.
reload as
I
well.
pulled you to scene.
Thank you.
So
I did have to reload because I was getting just gray screen. Tokens on gray screen. But it
that's
should be fine.
okay. That's
Good.
okay. That's okay.
We're good.
And effectively, the very last bit of the session was manifold. The one thing she asked if you had any question, comments, or concerns. Elijah was wondering where his friend Trinia was. When Queen Leosa mentioned that she was being held due to suspicions of having been the one that murdered the king, I think. Yes, Matt?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't suspicions. I'm pretty sure she outright just said, that bitch killed the king. Like,
Give me a second.
She did also say that there would be a trial.
Indeed.
Yes, I'm sure 100% fair trial as
Yeah.
well.
Indeed.
She also said that what did we want to be rewarded by delivering
Yes,
the
and
light?
the last part of the reward was, would you like to be rewarded? And Aiden asked for resurrection, in which she said done, in which means that you will probably receive that reward soon. But we ended, guys, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Yep.
The queen says, resurrection shall be granted as a reward for the group. Any more questions?
Yeah, is that like one resurrection like split across all of us? Is it like if we all die we get one back, or is it we each get one do-over, or
I'm assuming you are asking for someone who is dead that requires to be resurrected. Yes?
yeah, no,
Yes, my lady.
no, we would definitely like that too. I just wanted to make sure. It was a little unclear, the verbiage. I wanted to know what the deal
No,
was.
I will provide you with the materials as well as pay off. Who do we have? Sabina like clears her throat. I think the Temple of Pharasma has someone that would be willing. Yes, well, there you go. We'll send word ahead. Just take your friend there.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. It's very kind. We should get going, hey?
Nay. Durgan will stand up and he walk also here.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Elijah's going to put a hand on his shoulder as he does this. Just like, whoa,
I
whoa.
got something.
Uh-huh.
I be Durgan Gymseeker, son of the Ironwood Mountains, a dwarf sworn to the pursuit of the justice in lands darkened by treachery and deceit. I stand before you this day, burdened by wishes for rightful retribution, not blind inventions. This scoundrel I seek, the hatred lamb, is a stain upon the very notion of another. He wronged me deep and true, pilfering a family heirlooms and more than a mere bauble. Its legacy of kin, a simple altering spirit. Me journey to your core is driven by the need to influence what's solid.
Queen
I
Elios.
humbly ask
Go ahead, finish.
for your, I humbly ask for your aid, not in gold, nor warriors, but in knowledge. The whereabout of this thing. Me plea to ye, your majesty, is for the chance to face this wrongdoer and to personally see that justice is meted out. This is a request for action within the bounds of law and order, the true ways of me people.
All right. Stand up. You request need, and I shall grant you as such. I will make sure to send a message to Citadel Volshianek. I will send a personal message to Field Marshal Cressida Croft. Whilst I will not be able to assist you in your matter of vengeance, I'm sure Cressida Croft has the resources and the wherewithal to assist you. And I would like a favor in return. Assist her for what she asks of you as well. The Corvosan Guard is stretched thin, and you'd be pleasing me.
You call my duty vengeance. It's retribution.
She narrows her eyes as she...
She's saying yes. It's just the fact that she didn't use the words you like is probably not. Don't bury the lead on the. She said yes. She's gonna help. Let's walk out.
She looks at the rest. Yava, Festus. Elijah's already, I'm assuming, calmed down. Just out of curiosity, Elijah, roll. Don't roll me anything. What do you look like?
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say, this is where I die. Okay. Just stroll on up. I think Elijah is still on one knee. His head's completely down, facing the floor. His fists are clenched. And he's just trying to not show his face and the emotion that's currently kind of wrapped up in him.
That's okay. She gives a glance once over. Specifically at Yava and maybe Festus, who haven't mentioned anything to her. Anything you want or need from me? She says. Her voice a little more dismissing at this point in time.
Oh no, nothing. Just your favor. We just love you as queen. Doing a really great job so far. So we're just gonna
More, but
Nope, it's all right. So we're just all gonna leave. We got wonderful gifts from a very benevolent queen who is wise and beautiful and all the other things. So let's go.
Real quick, did I roll a perception check yesterday about the Trinia thing, about the statement? I cannot remember.
You don't need to roll a perception check. What do you? I mean, and if
because it's like,
well, what did you want to roll? Yeah, what do you want to roll?
It's like the accusation of murder is just like, since it's like, Trinia has been accused of a crime that Elijah vehemently believes she was incapable of committing. He's kind of like looking between Sabina and Iliosa to see if they like just to see if there's anything odd.
Go to roll me a secret perception check. Queen Iliosa, wearing her black veil, her mourner's clothing, looks devastated by the loss of her husband. You see sadness and even a little bit of anger in her eyes. That who would dare murder the king? Anything specifically you're looking for?
I guess sort of he's trying to think back to like the matter at hand when she stated that Trinia was the one that killed Elijah. That killed the king, not Elijah. Yeesh. Because he's trying to think like the way she said it was it like Trinia killed my husband, or it was like Trinia killed my husband. Like, kind of trying to see if it's like if she's like genuinely believing that Trinia is the murderer, or she's trying to sell the idea of Trinia being the murderer.
You can remember a couple of things. One, she said Trinia. What was her last name? What's Trinia's last name? What is Trinia's last name? Did I post it here? No?
Saber? Sabor. Sabor.
Trinia Sabor.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
in the
You remember her
Dramatis
saying
Personae.
Trinia Sabor was the one who killed my husband, and she said it sadly. She said it with a like lingering. Elijah, actually, now that I think about it, Elijah, when you were protesting last week, what did you say exactly?
Oh Christ, that was a week ago.
Yeah, do you remember?
I think it was basically that she would be capable of it. She wouldn't harm anyone. I think it was just an outcry like that. Like it's got to be the wrong person.
I'm gonna attempt
You know,
to.
I've known her for years, and she wouldn't. Wouldn't be
I
this kind
think
of person.
me as a DM reacted a little hastily because I think it was around the end of the session. We were all I was trying to stop at that moment and make it a cliffhanger. But Elijah, you are still welcome to attempt a diplomacy check, as you kind of protested slightly. We can retcon it slightly back in time, but you're welcome to still do that if you want more information.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and this is just no, it's my fault, I will say. So just
Oh dear.
When you protest, Queen Iliosa would have raised her hand and say, "We have proof. One of the guards says that they were part of the young painter's plot and saw her slipping a specially prepared poison powder into my husband's tea the night he took ill as her portrait was being completed. Regardless, this is none of your business. Just know that there will be a trial."
Can I roll?
No,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, Elijah, and then you can. Yeah.
This guard, what is his fate? Is it the same as Trinia's?
Indeed.
And why would he confess to such a thing?
Roll me one more diplomacy check. This is DC 20.
Yeah, baby. Critical
Finally.
six.
Oh,
Oh, wait, not
yeah.
critical success.
No, it's not
DC
crit,
20.
but it's close.
Damn it. I thought he said DC 18. I was like, oh.
We have means of finding out the ones who are part of this plot. It's only been a day, and a lot needs to be unraveled. Keep in mind that Trinia herself has not been questioned yet. Like I said, there will be a trial before anything.
Could I do a recall knowledge to see if I know like how these trials go, if they're normally fair and just, or if it is just the will of the king or queen is what goes
Roll
in
me a
this court of
recall
law?
knowledge microledger. Matt, you detective Lang, you can roll a secret perception check.
A secret perception check? Thank you, my friend.
Elijah rolled a natural 10 for a 16 in society. Detective Lang, Queen Iliosa seems pretty convinced. Firstly, she seems angry at anybody daring to attempt to murder her husband. Sorry, I have a little heartburn here. I might take a little Pepto-Bismol, but what are you specifically looking for, Detective Lang? You did ask me multiple times. So what is the? If she's lying, you can't. She's a queen, right?
She's a queen. She's
No.
really good at lying.
No, I mean, no. You
right.
just can't tell. If she's lying, you wouldn't be able to tell. And if she isn't, as far as you can tell, she's speaking the truth.
All right, then her focus is going to shift from Iliosa to Sabina, her right hand. It's like, they were in pretty close proximity for that entire time when it was like, they were doing the guard when they were waiting for Durgan to come up, and then like during the escort. So he shifted to her to see how she's acting. Maybe she's just a tiny bit fidgety.
Sabina has her visor down and is as straight.
Yeah, he's going for body language.
Straight as an arrow. She is rigid.
All right.
Nothing. And
could
Elijah,
I roll a?
Give me a second. Elijah, with that society check, trials have happened. Whether fair or not depends on.
Give me on your own personal perspective, probably.
Well, trials are a trial. I mean, just think of real life trials, right?
Mhm.
Are they fair? Are they not? Is the system corrupt? Am I bringing politics into our session? You know?
Pablo,
Breaking your own server rules again when an
Oh.
do I
admin's
have to
present.
remind you of the server rules? I don't want to have to ban you.
So,
That'd be awkward.
and then Lang, you can do your thing.
Yeah. Could I possibly roll society check? Because she actually mentioned a guard being a part of the plot, and that sounds kind of fishy because it's like it's a castle guard. Wouldn't they be like the elite of the elite? Like, why would they be so easily coerced by someone like a painter,
You can
especially
attempt
for a plot
public
so heinous?
society check.
I'm re-rolling that. I knew the natural one was coming. Still bad.
Why not? If there is a secret plot against the king, why wouldn't more than just? Why would Trinia work on her own? Why wouldn't the guards be? Why wouldn't the guard be maybe the instigator? Would there be more people? It's still too soon. All you know is Queen Leosa has apprehended Trinia. All you know, there is a guard involved, and as far as Queen Leosa has mentioned, there is a conspiracy afoot. She might have mentioned that as part of something, but there is a conspiracy afoot. So, yeah.
Well, it's a tale as old as time. Pretty painter seduces the guard, take down the queen, become the new queen somehow. I don't know how painter brains work, but yeah, it makes sense to me.
All right.
Mm.
If you would like to resurrect your friend, you are directed to the Temple of Pharasma. I will send a message as soon as you leave to get the ritual ready. And then, of course, if you do me a favor and go to the Castle Volshinek, you'll be happy to. I'd be grateful for your assistance in the matter.
All right.
Hold
Well,
on a sec.
Your Majesty, it's been real interesting to be here. I never expected to meet the royalty. I probably won't visit mention often because repeated experiences can literally kill me. So, thank you for this one heart racing moment of adrenaline. That'll probably see me through like 5 or 6 more days. So thank you.
She'll smile, nod. You have been most courteous, and I will remember you all. Have a good day.
Woo. Is that what it feels like when I smile at people?
Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah is frozen in place at the moment. He's not getting up. He's not moving.
Aiden's going to reach down, try and grab him by the scruff of his collar, and just kind of yank him up. Go, come on,
Durgan
come on.
will help with that.
Elijah, your brain is working overtime. I'm going to give you one last attempt at a recall knowledge macro, and I'll tell you what you roll. This will be public effective. You rolled a 10. Would you like to re-roll? A 10.
Yep.
10 with a dice. So for a 16 society.
Still.
Manually
macro
subtract a
roll.
hero point and use the macro again. Is this broken?
Is it a 10?
You rolled another 10, but you rolled the 10 earlier too. Roll one
Isn't
more.
this like his third 10?
Roll one
Hang
more.
on, hang on. Let's just see if a public one. No, it's
No, that's a 4.
No, that's
it's still a 10, but like
yeah,
a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you rolled the 13. Okay, all right. Well, subtract the hero point, I guess.
I have done, yeah.
Yeah, your mind's kind of.
Yeah, Elijah's
racing.
just kind of frozen, rigid, and kind of in place. Just still on one knee.
Elijah.
Kind of not really hearing anything. Kind of a bit like Peanuts kind of parents.
He will slap you.
I'm just in his back of his head.
Durgan will slap you. Wake up. We got stuff to do.
Yes, yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, if I forgot myself there. Thank you. You've been very courteous. And he'll slump out, head kind of down.
Eden's gonna turn around and give another like half bow again, old man, and he's gonna make his way out.
As you guys
Yo.
leave, Sabina
drags
will
Caden with him.
Sabina will actually escort you out here.
Probably because Durgan has an eye.
Yeah, Sabina will escort you out.
Okay, so Yava booked it pretty quickly out of there. Half running to get out of this room. And she's just going to keep going. Is she being escorted out of the castle?
You are, as in you booked it, you made your way to the antechamber. There are guards there, effectively, and as you try to, like, make your way to one of the doors, one of them will stop you and say, wait for Sabina, effectively, right? Unless you're trying to just book it, because she will escort you. Like, that's kind of, this is a big-ass castle. You know, you wouldn't, unless you really want to slip away, you would effectively get lost, right? Wandering the halls.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
Well, I mean, if the guards aren't going to open the door and they're going to tell me to wait, then she's just going to stand there, basically tap dancing while she waits for the other.
Sabina clank makes her way out. Doesn't say much of words, but will just say, "I will escort you now," and will start leading you and through the winding corridors of the castle until you are led effectively outside.
Hang on, as we're going through the halls of the castle, Elijah will turn to Sabina. This is probably an impossibility. Is there a chance I could see her? I know this might make me a martyr or a suspect or whatever it is in this line of inquiry, but God, damn, she's my best friend. She's been my best friend for years. I need to look her in the eye and know myself.
I actually forgot.
Conspirator. That was the term, co-conspirator.
I actually forgot that Queen Eliosa said to question Elijah after the last session, is at the end of the last session. So Sabina, let's say she will ask the party to wait in a waiting room. And before anything, please.
That sounds powerful, boring. Can I maybe just run around in circles or do something? I just don't want to die in your waiting room.
Yeah.
That's like literally poison to me.
Sabina will ignore these words and just tell you to wait for approximately 30 minutes, as she will lead you, Elijah, to another side chamber where there are 2 chairs effectively, and a desk. It's just a small meeting room. It's not a official like detainment chamber. She'll ask you to sit down, Elijah.
Wish I was getting tortured.
What do you
That'd be interesting.
What do you know of Trinia? Please tell me everything. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. I mean, I've known her for the past couple of years since I returned to Corvosa. Really, and that's been about I don't know, 5 years or so.
Has she ever mentioned
she's always
to
been a
you
good friend to me.
wanting to kill the king or poison him?
Good gracious, no! Heavens, no! This was a big opportunity. She's been a struggling artist for a long time. Even though she's wonderful at what she does, it's sometimes hard to get your name recognized in this city. This was her big chance. It was her big break. Her ability to better herself, finally free herself from her upbringing. Really be able to stand on her own 2 feet.
She never mentioned to you her attempts to seduce the king as well?
Seduce the... No. Why would she do such a thing? No offense, obviously. But I'm sure he was a very handsome chap. His late wife. But no, nothing about seducing the king. Nothing about power or a plot or conspirators or any of this that's being thrown her way. It's utter madness. Utter madness. There's no other reason for it.
She will continue ignoring, basically kind of ignoring, like your, quite grilling you, questioning you. Where was she on Erastus 13th at around 6 p.m., etc., etc., etc. You will answer. You seem to answer as truthfully, and eventually you get to the point where you would like to ask her, yes, if you can see Trinity.
I'll ask her if I can see Trinity.
This is a hard DC for your level. You guys are level 2. DC 21 diplomacy. You would like to see her.
I would, yes. It's probably unconventional to ask such things, particularly for such a high-profile individual. But as I'm sure you've gathered during this meeting, she's my closest friend. I need to look her in the eye and actually know myself. I'm sure you can understand that. I'm sure you get a great bead on people by looking them in the eye. You don't get to the position you're in without having a great judgment for people.
She thinks for a moment. Fine. You have 5 minutes. You will be escorted. I will be there for your meeting.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And let's jump to the rest of the party. This is going to be a 30-minute to an hour wait. Anything you guys want to do?
So there's guards with us?
No, actually. There are guards outside your waiting room. But you inside.
Is there a no smoking sign?
I mean, it's you probably know not to smoke inside the castle.
Damn. All right, well.
Yeah, this is annoying. It's like an airport. Sorry.
Aiden's gonna lean back in his chair and he's just gonna in his seat and he's just gonna take his hat off, place it on his face, and just fold his arms and wait.
Yeah, Yava's pacing back and forth, going back and forth, back and forth. She is extremely anxious, and she's kind of whipping herself into a frenzy. She's like, she's working herself up into a panic.
Durgan is talking a bit to Yava, then getting distracted by Fistus a bit, and gets more just annoying as he is because gnomes and such for a dwarf. And then things like he was trying to sing one time and becoming whipped.
I'll do like 2 verses of the song before I change it up, because otherwise it gets boring.
Yeah, that is when Durgan got annoyed and said that this text here.
All right, well, no, it's fine. I'll just sit here. Somebody slap me.
Sure, come here, Festus. It will sting a little bit.
I feel like it's going to be the entire party. Like from the scene from Airplane. Beautiful. That's a doctor you needed elsewhere on the plane. Oh, sorry. Bang, bang.
Do you want me to do an unarmed strike on Festus? He's not holding back. Oh no.
It's important if I just feel something.
Well, he will slap you as you ask for it. You literally asked it.
You are led to the dungeons. Sabina will say, I did not get approval from King Iliosa. I should, but she almost winces. Would ask that you keep discretion.
Of course.
You make your way down into the dungeons. It's stank. It's rank. There is also a guard actually in the other cell who is unconscious at this moment. So, as the guards let Sabina through and Elijah, you make your way forward and see Trinia in the back of a jail cell, looking ragged.
I've just got a black screen. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Is that
Sorry.
look?
I've just got a black screen with a black square with the
Mhm, mhm.
tokens
All
on.
good, all good. Looking ragged, looking disheveled, and like red eyes, having sobbed for the last God knows how long. Sabina steps to the side. Obviously listening to everything you're going to say. Elijah, I'm assuming you run up.
Elijah's gonna run forward and try and hug her through the bars.
Elijah?
Trinia, what the hell have you done? What's happened? This
I
killed the king? You're part of a plot? It can't be true. What happened?
She starts sobbing at me. I didn't do anything. I swear.
How have you got caught up in all of this? This was your big break. What?
I don't
I just
know.
I can't fathom it.
Last night they just came into the chambers. They burst in, said they had evidence that I was the one that did it, and then they just put me in here, and I haven't had any other than food. No one's. What is going on, Elijah?
I don't know, my friend. I honestly, truly just don't know what any of this means. If I just look, just look me in the eye, friend. You've always been true to me. Just please tell me you didn't do this.
I need a secret perception. You stare right in her eyes. Her red, sobbing eyes. You look at her. Trinia's usually a very pretty girl. Maybe not right now, as she's not looking great, but she looks really sad, is all you can get looking at her. She looks really, really sad.
Look, I'm sorry, my dear. This meeting is short. It's one I didn't even think I'd have the chance to have. Just know I'll do what I can. Whatever I can. You've always been there for me. You've always kept me grounded, always done everything that... You've been close to a friend, almost like family. Just... I'll find a way.
I didn't do it. That's enough, says Sabina. Let's go.
Yes. Absolutely. And as we're leaving, I want to take a real good look at one of these guards. Just a real good, long, hard look.
Which one? The one that's in the jail cell? Knocked on... Or...
No, just like maybe one of the guards that's kind of keeping watch over this... these jail cells. That would be allowed access down here.
What are you looking for?
Height, weight, eye color, hair color.
Okay, roll me a public perception. Meets your DC for your level. I'd say you get a good look.
And if the guard catches a glance, he'll just give them a nod and continue to follow Sabina.
You are escorted back out. The party has had cool text chat. Yes, cool text chat. That's what text chat's for.
We are fully 30 minutes into escape plan Alpha 2X1. We've got disguise. We're going to pretend to be sick. We've got 7 different dumb plans meshing at once. It's great.
Maybe it's just shaking his head as all this is happening.
Elijah, well, not even Elijah's not even ushered into the room. She opens the door and says, "All right, time's up. Let's go."
Do it now.
No! Oh, fuck, we're leaving. Okay. Thank you. This was a lovely stay.
And without much further ado, you guys are led through the worn corridors of Castle Corvosa and led to the streets as Sabina will, as she's escorting you outside, the final thing she basically says is, "You have been asked politely by the Queen to go to Castle Volshinek, so please do that as soon as you're able. We've also sent a message to the Grand Cathedral of Pharasma. They should be preparing the ritual as we speak. I bid you good day."
Thank you.
Good day to you, too.
Yes, and thank you again. I'll remember this kindness.
Sabina actually gives you a sharp glance. And you remember what she told you.
Yep.
You guys are on your own.
Okay.
You get your weapons back just to make things easy and head out. What would you like to do?
I told you to calm down. See, we're not in the dungeon. We're not getting killed. Maybe laid in the street, but not in the castle.
Yeah, she's sending us to another castle, so probably we're going to be ambushed. I say we just bolt.
No,
You don't want to resurrect your friend?
no, Yava. I think you mistake Sabine. Yes, she was firm once we were in there, but she was kind as well. Fair
All right.
and just. I don't think she's leading us to
Go ahead,
our
Aaron.
death.
That line in conjunction with the "I will remember this kindness" and the sharp look. I'm rolling a secret perception check to see if Festus picked up on any of that.
Nope.
Okay.
You use a hero point, but not with a natural 2.
No, it's fine.
All right. Well, I think Sabina thinks that your painter friend is innocent as well. I think she knows something fishy's going on.
Y'all are real good at reading people through, armored masks.
I mean, she's the Queen's personal guard. Of course she's going to believe what the Queen says, as anyone would in that position. You're not going to blatantly just question a monarch without any substantial evidence. Right, Detective?
Yeah, I'm afraid that even if it just comes down to the Queen's word against Trinia's, well, that trial's not going to look good for her.
Well,
We need
you
to.
have any evidence?
I don't
Gonna
know.
get any.
In my opinion, it's like the best we could probably do is try and probe the criminal networks around town, but something of this magnitude, something that's been so destructive, whoever did it, they're going to be very well hidden.
I mean,
Of course, because she's hiding in plain sight.
she's not hiding anywhere. She didn't do this.
No, that's not who I'm talking about. Anywho, listen, are we going to this other castle for what? But just to do a favour for a queen who obviously doesn't like us very much?
You really are not a good judge of character, are you, Yava?
Yeah,
No,
but
I
look
thought
at
she
it
was
from
quite hospitable, if I'm honest.
but look at it from her perspective. What is that throne pretty well known for?
Yeah, getting murdered.
And now, who's sitting in that throne?
The Queen.
I mean, I could toss a couple accusations, but probably a murderer. That's who's sitting in the throne.
All right, think about it this way, real carefully. Why would she murder the king if that means she's just putting herself next on the chopping block?
Well, because every
That's what-
megalomaniac thinks that they're immune, that they're smarter, that they're faster, that they're more cunning than the one before them. This is power. This is a tale as old as time. This is a tale as old as the Crimson Throne.
This is. I genuinely believe it would be more likely for Gadrin to have killed the king than for the queen to have had the king killed.
Aye. You also need to think about where strangers that suddenly went into the castle. She doesn't trust us, of course. We just gave her item back. She doesn't know where we got it from.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you mentioned Gadrin's name. I'm sure she has quite a lead.
Where are we walking to while we're loudly talking about how we think the queen might be the murderer in this city
Let's
that
head-
is rife with violence?
Oh yeah.
The temple. Let's get this. Let's get this
Grand
resurrection underway.
Cathedral
No,
of Parasma.
Also, we're probably going to want to be, indoors by the time the sun goes down. Just a word to the wise. Maybe we should, look for our loved ones earlier, like, in the afternoon. Tell them to stay indoors, barricade the windows. That whole bit before the sun goes down.
Oh, Elijah's already all got that one set up.
That's true. His parable, I don't know, girlfriend, best friend, I don't know. Anyway, she's already all locked up. So, let's see, Lang, you've got that hot one at home, so we probably should tell her to stay inside.
ugh.
Well, I got Nancy and Sylvie and Roscoe and Bill the second and Bill the third and Bill the fourth, Bill the fifth, Bill the eighth, Bill the seventh died.
Oh,
All my
all the
spiders.
bills.
Yeah, there's lots of them. They're all back. I got to check on my shop.
Don't forget about Bill, though.
Too many bells.
Right, 8-legged Bill.
Right. Is that your family?
I mean, they're my friends. Just crawling around, keeping
Right.
the shop up nice and neat. Just doing the webbins.
Got it. So,
little
actual
rebel.
spiders? Or like, animatronic spiders?
All right, boys.
Fidget here's the animatronic.
Sorry. Where are you walking to first? Please let me know.
Temple of Iomedae,
temple.
baby.
Temple of Iomedae first, because if we show up at the Temple of Pharasma first without the body, then we'd have to. So
It would be awkward.
Yeah.
A long distance resurrection.
You're just missing carrying a corpse around. Just be honest with me here.
That's true. That is a pastime that we love.
All right, welcome back to the hand-me-down. Isolde is looking a little tired at this point. And I'm going to say just for... maybe Caden will stick around and help her out for now, as he's not here this session. And if he shows up, like, I'm happy for him to show up later next week if he comes back, or next week. So, but yeah, you guys make your way. Prizz is still covered in a cloth. I will say she's been moved at this point to like a side room here. So,
I thought you were gonna be like, Prizz is still dead. And be like, okay, good.
Thanks for that update.
but yeah, I mean, do we just want to grab Prizz's body
Yeah.
and move on? Is that?
What
I
about
think that's
Mayday?
the
What
order of
should-
business.
The
what
dogs.
should we do?
I think Mayday's coming too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, of course.
So you grab who's grabbing Prizz's body? I guess.
Lang is gonna do it, but he's gonna do what he did last time, and he's gonna gently slide Prizz, covered in the cloth, onto Mayday's back.
I know I'm going to regret asking this, but Festus, do you have any means to carry her with us? Like some sort of machine that could roll her body along, or on the back of your mechanical bug?
I mean, we could put the dog on the bug, and then the bug could walk. So you got a goblin dog bug but then you'd have to carry someone would have to carry me.
No, so
mean,
there's not enough room for the body. Okay, I see.
Well, I thought Mayday was the dog's taking the body. Here, puppy.
Sorry. Yes. Who convinces Mayday to? I guess it's not a big deal. Yes, Mayday will happily grab Prizz. I guess I don't know. I mean, does somebody want to like try to coax Mayday and be like, "Hey, we're doing something good here"? Maybe Mayday kind of knows intuitively something might happen. Maybe it's not a difficult.
Come on,
coax.
Mayday. It's time to see if we can bring your friend back.
Huh.
Damn, I like it when Pablo barks.
Not me. I'm real creepy.
Ooh.
Yeah, perhaps not going too close and torture.
Isolde asks a couple of pointed questions. You guys let her know that the queen has authorized a resurrection and is paying for it. She looks hopeful, and she mentions that while she wished she could go, considering Prizz is one of her friends, there are like 20 kids here she needs to take care of. So, but she bids you the best of luck. And with that, we'll start moving through the streets of Corvosa. Today it's already like 2:30 at this point. Or it'll be 2:30 by the time you get to the Grand Cathedral of Pharasma. You effectively have to go through the graveyard to get there. The first thing is the streets are still, people aren't working too much today. Pretty quiet. I actually had a really quickly, let me just double check and see what we can do. On the way. There would be people mingling through the streets. Effectively, a normal day-to-day life in Corvosa. Today, being the day after the riots and the day before the riots happening tonight, it is effectively uneventful. You will run past at least 3 armed guard retinues, looking tired, looking wary. At this point in time, they don't even bother questioning you. You guys hold yourselves with dignity. I'm assuming Prizz's dead body is somewhat covered.
Yeah, Lang picked up Prizz and kept the cloth over her, so that way when he put her back down on Mayday, it's like it's probably easier to tell there's a body there, but it's like covered. So it's like, it looks like they're transporting their dead from the.
It's just a funeral processional, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And if you guys act as such, and you were obviously headed towards the graveyard, the guards look at you with pity and respect, as opposed to wondering why the fuck you have a dead body, right? So, we're gonna make our way through the graveyard. I mean, I have descriptions for this, but I'll just say for now, it's.
My immersion.
I just gotta find it. I forgot that we were going through the graveyard. Let me see here. Great. No. Okay. I either sit here and look for it, or we just move on.
I actually have a question.
Yes, sir.
When we look at the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to get into the graveyard?
There's probably gates in multiple places. I would say the easiest maybe is here, right?
Yeah, but it looks like more like a hill.
Yeah. The gray. We are on B13. Dead Warrens. And that will be, let me just give you the standard knowledge of the Dead Warrens here, which would be one, oh, that's underground crypts. Okay, there are crypts, but, guys, it's a graveyard with mausoleums and whatnot, all right? Let's move on to, I'm sorry, let's move, oh. Lang,
Yes.
you are addressed.
Oh, could I try one of those? Oh, yeah. What? She talking about one of the cigarettes? Because
Oh,
he
yeah.
most certainly lit a cigarette. Yeah, he offers one out to her.
Go ahead and subtract some charges here. Welcome to the Grand Temple of Pharasma. It's huge. Java and Prizz and Mayday. Who's a Alex is still loading. Alex, your internet's not great today, is it?
Yeah, I'm having an absolute nightmare with it. I'm going to restart during the break.
Okay. Basically it, Java. That's basically the summary of what those are. The Temple of Pharasma has a few clerics, acolytes, and priests
Oh no, there's two Elijahs.
wandering around.
There is a doppelganger. Quick, kill him.
And Caden's not here. For the most part, there is a few people around as well, either praying or mourning. And the priests seem a little busy today as there's more dead to be buried. As effectively, you see the head priestess at the top setting up some sort of table with some priestess around her. As you are welcomed by a priest. Are you? Ah, yes. The queen herself sent a note. Please, come forward. We'll attempt this.
Well, here goes nothing.
I've never seen anything like this before. Is this a regular occurrence? I have no real frame of reference.
Been a while since I've been in here. Can't say I miss it.
Never been here. When I pray, I don't go to a church. We have our forges.
Well, surely dwarves have religion.
I just told you. We have our great forges. We pray to make good equipment. And I need to find his name. And for Torak to bless our skills. To make a masterwork.
Welcome.
Come on, Mayday. Up here.
Welcome, adventurers.
Oi, Fistus, are you coming? You're quite slow.
Yeah, just hold on.
Didn't you say before you were about to die if you didn't move fast?
No, just need new experiences and hold on. Whew. I'll just sit down for a minute. All right. It's been a long. They couldn't have made this hall any shorter. It needed to be exactly this long? All right. Well, it seems ostentatious to me, but what do I know about it?
Welcome. Please bring the what's her name? Prizz? Well, actually, no, what's her name? Yeah, and then you answer Prizz. Please put her there. Thank you so much. All right. The queen has both paid and blessed this ritual. I am assuming you are her friends, yes?
Work colleagues.
I.
You must have been. She must have been dear to you for you to request such a expensive favor from the queen.
She doesn't have to be dear to us for us to want to do what's right.
Indeed.
She shouldn't have died.
It was a horrible death.
Welcome.
She didn't deserve it.
To the Temple of Pharasma. As you know, Pharasma judges the souls. She serves as a final arbiter of a soul's destination after death. I am here to talk to Pharasma and convince her, in a matter of speaking, it's a lot more complicated than that, of course, to let the soul stay in this body. And it's also up to the deceased as well. If she has already wanted to move on, and if she is happily with her, what was her deity of choice?
Iomade.
Maybe she is with Iomade herself. Then the resurrection will fail. If Pharasma deems it that she is not worthy of coming back, then will also fail. I would
That was actually supposed to be Festus because I can't select the right token.
ask. This ritual is complicated, and it will take 8 hours to do. I would ask 8 hours. Full day, effectively. I would ask that if you care about the resurrected, you aid in the ritual. If you are to aid and you are successful, then
Oop.
I guess Java doesn't care. It's fine.
Yava doesn't give a shit. Damn.
I was like 8 hours. I didn't sign up for this shit.
I'll wait. I'll
Funny
wait.
thing being, Yava is the one character who actually knows Prizz from way back.
I'll wait for Summer to come back.
Oh, power just went out.
Oh, tight.
Hello, Christ.
I'm laughing because this is like, hey, oh, I'm laughing.
This is the curse of the Crimson Throne.
This is hilarious. All right, YouTube, we're gonna take a small break here. I'll pause. Bishop de Bear, the head priestess of Pharasma. Are we all here? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. We'll explain the ritual to you all. This will take all day. The more people I have helping that are friends of hers, the higher chance it will succeed. What does that mean?
What's the official definition for friends?
People who at least knew her and are care enough to sit around this ritual circle for 8 hours and attempt to bring her back. If you're willing to do that, more than happy to let you assist.
I guess I barely just skimmed by.
Same, really. She was definitely brave of heart, but foolish of me to say that I knew her.
It's enough that you had a relationship. Whoever wants to assist, make their way forward. The more people that come, the higher chance of this succeeding.
All right. Good grief.
Yeah, I'll stay here and observe. I wish y'all well. The only relationship I had with her I was gonna say with her corpse, but immediately that sounds wrong. So I'm just not saying anything.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Please tell me you're recording, Pablo.
I am.
Oh
right.
dear.
Fine. Yes, we're all good friends, best of friends. And we're all going to do it. No, just whatever.
Okay.
I mean, how much concentration does this take? I've quite a lot on my mind at the moment.
Matt, give some context. Thank you.
No, never.
Give some context. What was
I
it?
missed no context. It was edgier. It was cooler.
Elijah, what were you saying? Sorry.
Yes, just have a lot on my mind at the moment. That's all. How much concentration does this take? Does it, well, for lack of a better term, fuck up if you're not completely, you know?
It's going to be 8 hours of you sitting here and attempting to bring the soul back.
I mean, if you can't do it, you know, I'm sure I can try, but you know,
Actually, Elijah, if you can't do it, I do have a favor to ask of you and Festus.
And that would be.
Just go to my house, make sure Hale's okay, make sure she stays inside.
The mention of Hale's name, you kind of see Elijah perk up a little bit. Oh, I'm sure that's something I could manage. Yes.
Bishop de Bear looks. I mean, yeah, she looks ready.
How is it the bear if she's a
I'm
human?
about to say she sounds like proper gangster.
Well,
Gangster priest.
the three of you then are willing to assist?
Let's go. Let's do this. 8 hours, best of friends, and full concentration. Let's bring somebody back from the dead.
Full of concentration with a gnome behind us.
Listen, if it fails, it
I can lead
fails.
him away if needs be. Distract him with I don't know, like a spider on a string or something. Come on, Festus.
you know I heard all of that, right? And also give me
Come
that
on.
spider.
I can't believe it worked. But at least he won't be singing. Well, I hope not.
Bishop the Bear will begin to explain the complex mechanics of the ritual to you all. And that's me explaining the meta mechanics of the ritual to you all. Okay? Bishop the Bear has a good religion modifier. She needs to roll a 31 to succeed on this. She has a plus 23. And I'm just giving you the statistics so that everything's up fair in front. Which means she needs to roll an 8 on the dice or higher. Alright? Everyone that assists can do a secondary check. The secondary check can be occultism, religion, medicine, or society. Alright? The DC for the secondary check is 21. It's a very hard DC for your level. If you succeed on that DC, you give Bishop the Bear a +1 untyped stacking bonus to succeed. That means that if all three of you succeed, it goes from an 8 on the dice to a 5. Any questions?
Can Mayday help?
Yes.
She doesn't have any of those skills, but she'll do a bestest pupper roll.
Mayday can do what the bestest pupper can do. I'll let you roll with Mayday. She can roll like a will save or something, or is she even level 2? Do you have her pupper stat block somewhere?
So
If she's level 2, I have here this.
Give me your will modifier, or even any of the relevant some of these checks. Will save could work as well.
Will would be actually the same. It's +5. And then if it is survival, yeah, it would just be will would be +5.
Do you have anything you want to suggest? That is a higher modifier.
I mean, eventually Mayday would actually have religion, but she won't have that for a long time. So I would say just
Will save is fine. She'll do her bestest. Well, gather around, please. This will take 8 hours in game time. This means that by the time we're done, 3 plus 8 is 11. It'll be 11, and the riots, as foreseen, will be full happening on the streets. All right. I'm assuming Elijah and Festus, and I will just cycle through Elijah and Festus before we do this ritual.
I think they'll probably go and then come back. Like, go check on Hale, pass a bit of time, and then come back.
Did you want to role play it out, or just go into come back? I guess is the question. Hale's fine. I mean, she invites you to her house.
She is fine.
She is fine.
So,
you can roll me,
so fine.
You can roll me a diplomacy check as you're chatting with her, and then we'll see. Okay, she's
No. Mm-mm.
She invites.
Let me help you out. He's really a handsome man.
All right.
Can I reroll to try to get a -1?
Hale is struggling to not puke.
Hale, as she asks where, do you when she asks where Detective Lang is, do you guys answer truthfully?
Yeah. He's tied up on a case. I'm sure you know how he gets when he's in his work.
Every time you try to talk about it in a roundabout way, you make it sound like a sex thing.
Tied up in a case? What?
Yeah, he's.
I don't want to kink shame you
with a woman in a veil.
Some real weird shit that you get into, sir.
Anybody divulge that detective is currently trying to resurrect Prizz or no?
Yeah. Yes. He's trying to help with a resurrection for their goblin friend. Elijah doesn't think
this is. Why do you think this is sexual, Festus? I'm still very confused by this.
I mean, when you're like, oh, well, he's gently tied up in a case where he's gonna be rubbed with feathers. It's like, just say the thing. He's part of a resurrection.
I didn't mention anything about feathers. I said he was tied up in a case, as I'm sure you're aware that he is. You're adding extra layers here, sir. I feel like you're projecting slightly, which is fine. No kink shaming, but it's a bit of an odd place and time to actually,
Your mom's
bring
projecting.
this present.
Your mom was projecting last night. I don't know.
Although
this doesn't make any sense. Just
Hale does look.
This is how he is.
Dismayed and horrified, not at the sexual jokes, but you're not helping.
Well, the thing is, my best friend's ever so slightly imprisoned for killing the king, so I'm not exactly in the right headspace.
She what?
It's lies, obviously. She would never do such a thing. But yes, that's kind of the long and short of it.
She will, act the consoling part. But eventually she'll tell you she's fine, and unless you want to linger there. I mean, with those diplomacy checks, she'd rather you just thank you for checking in on me. Have a good day. Bye.
I would say you can come watch me perform, but it burnt down.
Oh, we can stay if you want. If you want to watch us protect the house. Elijah wants to protect you real good.
I'll be fine.
Make sure that you're fine for the detective.
No, thank
just kind
you.
of kicks Festus a little bit.
As Lang is getting ready to prepare for the spell, for this resurrection, he feels a very heavy tinge of regret of sending Elijah, of all people, to go check on Hale. But then he feels a wave of pity knowing that Elijah is with Festus.
Long and short of it, though, Elijah Festus.
Okay, on the way back, Elijah's gonna turn to Festus. So there's something I want to try.
Nope.
Quick, in this alleyway. Okay, fine, but just keep an eye out for me, will you? Elijah's gonna step into an alleyway, kind of make sure everywhere's clear.
Nope, I got
And
consent to whatever is happening in the alleyway.
he is going to attempt illusionary disguise.
Mhm.
Get himself disguised as the god that he checked out earlier. See how accurate it is, how close it is.
It's okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And not a clone
Okay.
suspicion would suffice.
So he's going to kind of like look at himself in like his reflection and maybe like a window that's at the back. Yes, you'll probably need a little bit more of a surly look and not quite as well kept as he was. Well, it's a start. It's a start anyway. And he'll then dispel the illusion and walk back out of the alleyway. Well, Festus, this was lovely, wasn't it? Let's go.
Absolutely horrifying.
Your company usually is, yes. Probably so open and honest
So
about
this
it.
all this has been happening as Bishop de Bear has been preparing the scented incense, the ritual circle, effectively putting diamonds all, I think, on top of Prizz's chest, and for the most part, she's been explaining to Detective Lang and Yava and Durgan how this ritual will go down. So has Mayday been paying attention. And thus, I'm going to play... Nope. This one? Is it playing?
I don't hear anything. Now I do.
I'm
Oh,
hearing
there it
it.
goes.
You keep closing it down.
No? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
I just got Sergey eyebugs searching for answers.
As she starts chanting, Yava, before you roll, I would like you to describe me how you conduct this ritual. Is this a secondary check? You're helping her. You're chanting. You are effectively rehearsing the words she says, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is you are wanting, hopefully, Prizz to come back to life. What are the thoughts going through your head at this point in time, Yava?
Yeah, she's pretty unsure that this is going to work. And so, in an attempt to not get her hopes up and then be disappointed, she seems quite aloof and almost like put out by this whole thing. But really, underneath it all, she's very, very anxious and is afraid it's not going to work.
Any thoughts of Prizz herself?
Oh yeah, she's just remembering, when Prizz was small, when she was a little girl, and she was quite cute before any of the drama ever happened between the two of them.
Yava, roll me an occultism secret, please. Blind GM roll. I will prompt you to
Which
use
one's
a
a
hero
blind
point.
GM? Okay.
I will prompt you to use a hero point if this fucks up really bad.
You said occultism.
Occultism, I think that's the only... Would you like to use a hero point, Yava?
Yeah, sure.
Roll again.
How do I re-roll?
Just roll again
Okay.
and manually subtract a hero point. You focus, Yava. Detective Lang.
Hello. Sorry, I was eating shapes.
Shapes?
Yeah, we were questioning that, but just the question is, what are you thinking? How are you doing this secondary check for the ritual?
Really, the longer that he's staring at Prizz, the more of the memories of the dead start floating back to him. He remembers the promise. He remembers Mallory. He remembers the men and women he's fought with in the guard that he's seen die. He's seen the bodies in the streets from just murders, and he's thinking deeply about his brother and his family and the way they were cruelly taken from the world, and how Prizz, how her death just runs parallel with that, how it's just this constant, undeserving fate being given to so many.
Detective Lang, please roll me a secret society check.
Where the fuck? Am I just blind? Sorry. I'm looking for it. I don't see the option to make it secret. Do I just do like a recall knowledge
Go
or
to
something?
the blind GM roll in chat. There's a little eye with a cross over it.
Alright. Blind GM roll, and then if I roll society now, it'll be blind.
It'll be blind. Good to know, Detective Lang. Durgan.
Alright.
How are you helping with this ritual?
Well, the best thing he could do is either, is actually religion, nature, or medicine check.
So how are you flavor-wise helping with this ritual?
Well, in flavor wise, I think it will be a proud fit for religion that he mumbles to his girl Turak about helping a companion in need, that this was an undeserving death that somebody just met.
Durgan, I would like
Yeah.
you to roll me a secret medicine check, please.
Secret blind GM roll.
Yes, sir. Would you please like to use a hero point to reroll that?
Oh boy. Sure, I will use a hero point.
Roll it again and manually subtract it.
Alright, just it. That was a public roll. Good thing I saw it.
All right. One last flavor before we continue. Yava, occultism is the knowledge and the use of things that are esoteric as well as strange, and the veil past the afterlife could be considered as such. Yava, as I will reveal your role, you seem to have tugged the soul slightly back
Hell yeah.
from the afterlife as you focus on the intricacies of life after death and aid Bishop De Beer for a +1 untyped bonus in a religion roll. Detective Lang, society is a strange check, but sometimes oh yeah, Mayday. I'll get to Mayday in a second. Society is a strange way to use it, but in a matter of speaking, Prizz might be more useful in life than in death. And as you consider the horrible things that are happening, have happened, and will happen in this city, you ascertain that Prizz would be more useful here, giving a +2 for a total of a +3 to Bishop the Bear. Durgan, with your medicine skills, you make sure Prizz's body is as intact and as healthy as she can be. Her soul is indeed missing, but a proper body in a proper receptacle is good to have for when they come back. As we have +1, +2, +3, +4. Mayday! Just really wants Prizz to come back. What is Mayday?
She's a dog,
Mhm.
so she doesn't really understand all of this, but she knows that one of her last puppy, is gone, and she wants her puppy friend back.
Mhm. This will be
So-
public. You can
She's
use...
ready to fight any number of creatures.
Mayday, you can roll me a will save. I will say before... No, roll me a will save. I will say the DC is not set in stone, but just roll me the thing first real quick, if you don't
Alright.
mind.
Well, Prizz has 2 hero points in case we need them. We might need one.
To you. It is not a critical failure with that. It's up to you.
I mean, I think that Mayday is just going to try as hard as she can.
Go for it, Mayday.
Subtracted a hero point. I'm going to re-roll and keep the new result.
I will say that is a +1. That is fine. 20 is close enough, considering Mayday's modifier. And flavor a little bit more for me as well, please. Just, I'll give you a +1 for just good pupper bonus. Good pupper
It's
circumcised
the-
bonus.
She's ready to, like, she's thinking about this just strange little weird puppy of hers that seems to always be afraid but always charges ahead anyway, and how scared Mayday is for her puppy, but how proud she is, and she gives her 3 little licks.
All right, boys. This is where I/Bishop the Bear, during the 8 hours, she'll be chanting. She has been paid for this service, and this is her job, and she will be doing her utmost to succeed. I have a small regret that when I begged for villain points 1 or 2 sessions ago, you never gave me one. So this is just going to be one roll. I'm very sorry.
Stop trying to put this on us. God damn it.
I begged it for a reason. And I will now roll the dice with a +28 modifier.
Oh boy.
Yeah! Let's fucking go, boys! Let's go, that is class!
Prizz, describe what happens for me, please.
Well, I think first there's a lot of confusion and a shuddering gasp as she wakes up, looks around, and I think the first thing you would hear is her say, "Oh, they didn't get you too." And she
Not
kind of
even
looks
close,
around and
kid.
is like, "Wait, who's that?" And then big hug to the dog. And did I? That's what she's left it at.
You did, Prizz. You came to the afterlife.
And you brought me back?
Yeah, unfortunately for you, I'm a real stubborn bastard, so...
Oh, she did fall for it.
Yeah, and I think, hold on. Let's see here first. We gotta do this. Right, basic action macro. Oh, she misses the hug.
Who's she hugging?
She
Yava.
was targeting Yava.
Oh. Oh, Yava will kind of catch her and then change the hug into a handshake and kind of give her hand a vigorous shake, like, oh, yes, oh, really good to see you. You look great, you know, so happy for you. Also, sorry about, you know.
I don't know. I'm. It's. What do I even say?
I just wanted to say real quick because I think I felt some regret after you had passed, and so I just wanted to say I was sorry the way I treated you, and that you're a good person, and I'm really happy that you're back, and maybe this time we could try anew. Yeah.
I'd like. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna hug you one day.
Well, yes, one day when you're feeling a little less, I don't know.
On the doorstep again.
Yeah, yeah, like,
That's
death warmed over.
strange. Bishop walks over.
So I got another thing at the moment. Actually, can't help with everything, but at level 2, she has focus point. So she will, boom, heal for 6 and then do it again. Because she would actually have 2 focus points once I actually level her up. So Iomede's grace flows through her. And at the comment of on death's door, you see that she straightens up and probably a bit of glow around her as her wounds heal and she's back to full health.
There's also something uncanny as Durgan, Yava, and Detective Lang look at Prizz. She was pretty messed up, as in, not only was she killed, but her armor and body have been dragged through a lot of streets and were very, very dirty. But as they stare at you, Prizz,
yeah,
you can describe it if you'd like.
I mean, I guess as the lay on hands happens and she kind of pulls herself fully upright, as tall as a goblin can be, I think you would see that there's that glow, and when the glow fades, she's just everything is clean and pristine again, like she had just gotten through like she had just cleaned it. Everything is freshly polished, freshly, her hair is freshly cleaned. She looks like she's weak and a little haggard, maybe, but as put together as a person can be. Hold on. All right, there we go.
I feel it looks like Pharasma was slightly reluctant to give you back. Do you feel that call, Prizz?
I think that the Inheritor's grace has returned me, but I understand that this time it might be limited. That when the time comes to serve Iomade in her kingdom, I will have to answer that call too.
Bishop de Bear nods. And Prizz, whilst you are back to life, it's almost as if death has given you a bit of a different, your soul a different perspective in life. You will have a -1 to saves against death effects as well as death recovery checks in the future. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is done. You should be thankful to whichever deity you worship that this went through. And also the queen, she paid a pretty penny. It was 150 gold, and that's mainly because she was still not that strong. If you are to do this again in the future, I will warn you, it will be expensive. Exorbitant at certain points.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you. We don't hope to be back, so great job and all. You did it right. You did it well. We're all very thankful. Um,
You also helped. All of you did. How's Mayday looking?
I mean, she's sitting there. She's going to get a big hug, and Prizz will, kind of be nuzzling her, and then, she's like licking her face, and then after about 30 seconds of that, it's like, yep, those are still teeth. Those are still teeth on my face. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. And there's a big happy dog and a happy goblin trying to get doggy hugs without getting too close to the scary doggy mouth.
Festus, Elijah, have you been sitting on that chair this entire time?
Yeah, I think so. We probably would have got back a little bit just before.
You would have
Just
been
make
here
sure that
for the
we,
last
before
moment.
nightfall. Yeah.
You're welcome to make your way up, or I don't know. Oh yeah, Matt, you raised your hand a while ago. I don't know if you need. I'm sorry for ignoring you, but yeah.
Shit. No, it's all good. I was just gonna say because you said they got dragged through the street. I'm like, we had them carried on Mayday's back the entire time.
She was dirty. Like she was a little dirty. That was the point. Like she was, a little
digested, partially
dirt,
digested by
little dirt
alligator.
here and there, and now she's clean. Is what was trying to be my point there. Yeah, sorry.
A crocodile.
Bit of gator slubber on her.
Was it an alligator or a crocodile?
Gator.
I think it.
Did you flush it down the toilet?
I don't remember, but it's fine. There are people. Yeah, you guys look outside and you see more fires in the distance. So, just
wow, Prizz, you look better than new. That's truly amazing, the miracle.
The answer is as Prizz. Gobbleguts is a crocodile. I saw the teeth structure.
Crocodile. Okay, good. You'd know.
I don't want to break up this wonderful moment, but there's torches and pitchforks at the window. Should probably get moving.
The
Where?
people will not come here. You are welcome to rest the night. She's like exhausted. She kind of just steps back a little bit, breathing heavily.
I of course owe the Lady of Graves a great service, but do you mind if I pray to my goddess here?
I don't see why not.
And she will kind of go off to the side and start contemplating what just happened and thanking Iomade for, as she sees it, cutting through the bands of fate to bring her back where she's needed. Meanwhile, I don't think anyone's thought about this, but Festus has just been sitting there watching this for 8 long, boring hours.
No, no.
Is anyone gonna go check on Festus?
Yeah.
No.
I will.
will as well.
Oh, you came with me for a little bit. Oh God. I thought I saved him a
How does
little
it
bit of
look?
time on this planet.
Just sitting there, smiling, eyes pure open, just staring.
Festus, there's a riot outside. There's fires and violence and lots of things
Another
are breaking.
exciting experience. Yes.
Yeah, let's go join them. Let's go. You want to go riot?
Have you done that before?
Need my sleep. I was dreaming. I had a whole exciting dream happening. You wake me
Oh,
up.
sorry. You just had this look on your face, and I thought maybe.
I sleep with my eyes open so I can see what's going on. I want to have two experiences at once. It's fine.
Right. Sure.
Sure.
That's-
Fine and
that's-
not creepy in the slightest.
Not terrifying at all.
No.
I won't think
no.
about that ever again.
Perfectly normal humanoid, experience.
Adaptation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Heron.
Yeah.
Get a 4th hero point for Festus, because fuck you. That was stupid. I was like, okay, this is how he removes Festus.
This is how he dies. Yeah.
This is
This is how he
it was
dies.
great. It was amazing. I'm so happy right now. Yes.
So it sounds like you don't need to riot. Like you're all right.
No, I'm fine. I mean, I was pretty terrified earlier today that we were going to get riddled with crossbow bolts, and that got the old ticker moving. And then, I got to watch a goblin come back to life, and ain't never done that before.
Yep.
I've seen spiders come back to life, run a little current through them, their legs twitch up. You ever seen that? It's real good. They do like this, and you can actually.
That's great. And that's kind of like when you stomp on a spider because you're trying to kill it, and then all of its babies just begin to flee, and there's just instead of one spider, there's like a million tiny
Try
spiders.
to kill a mama spider. You got a bunch of spider orphans. Who's going to take care of them? Billy's terrible with kids.
But yeah, I was trying to bond. Is meant to be a bonding moment, but I could see. Right. Anyways, Elijah.
I understand. I bond with you too. It's like when you kill your best friend, whoever that is, that benighted soul, and then their babies crawl out all over. You see how you sound? That's not bonding.
Right. Yeah, she's gonna back away slowly. That's good. There's a lot of education. Okay.
Shall we
Let me tell you about the ecology of tapeworms. It's fascinating.
So happy to have Prizz back. Oh, guys, Prizz is resurrected.
Right, let's go kill her again.
Oh no. What are we doing? Are we resting here for the night?
I want to go out and see what's going on.
If the people need us, I mean, I came back for a reason. I'm not gonna just stay in this temple.
Yeah,
Right,
but I
maybe?
think you earned one night off, don't you? You kind of deserve it.
I think I owe a debt. If there's anybody I can help, I'm ready to help. You all earned a night off. But with your permission, she'll nod to the thing. I'd like to take up a guard post at least.
Yes. I think your friends have spent the last 8 hours sitting and expending their mental resources, so they are exhausted. And you should be too. Well, you can take up a guard post outside. Nobody should come into the graveyard.
Well, since she has refocused, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Do as you wish, dear. All of you, please. We don't have beds at the moment, but you are welcome to grab your bedrolls that I see on the back of your backpacks and set up for the night here until this blows over. I suspect the riots will continue for a few more nights, but you're welcome to rest here if you are not willing to brave the streets, which I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, good. Thank you. That's really nice. Lang, can I talk to you?
Yeah, what? Okay.
Like over here, we're just gonna set up our bedrolls. Definitely.
All right. I was going to go out for a smoke, but what's up?
Okay, so are we what are we doing? Are we just gonna stay here and sleep, or should we go? Go out there?
I'm not going out there. That place is going to be hell in a handbasket.
They're probably only targeting, wealthy, the wealthier establishments. Like, I don't think they're going to be in the poor districts.
All right, think about it this way. Everyone that's out there right now is out there to cause trouble and to riot. How are the gods going to react when they see us out on the street? What are they going to assume?
Don't know. I mean, you've got sway with them, right? Like you're chummy. They're not going to think that you're a rioter.
But I haven't been a guard in years. Most of the people working there now are new faces. People I barely interacted with. A lot of my friends, a lot of the old guard, they're gone. Dead, retired, left.
All right. Red, what do you think? Red. Durgan, what do you think?
Always red.
I see your beard. I don't know. Okay.
My beard isn't red.
It's the beads in your
It's
beard?
more like brown or ginger.
Brown with ginger.
Brown or ginger. Well, never mind that. What is it that you need?
What do you think? Should we go out or should we stay in? Lang says no.
We are quite exhausted after that resurrection. 8 hours and Prizz is not looking that well. So, I think it's best to stay here to preserve our strength. Perhaps someone needs to stand guard, watching the outside if someone has a funny idea to steal from a church.
Right, I guess I'm outvoted. You're not even curious. Like, don't you think Gadrian's probably out there raising hell?
Oh, I do know he's raising hell. He knows I'm after him. He also knows I will kill him the moment I lay my hands on him. But, lad, it won't be possible. Too many people rebelling against the Queen right now, just as Lang said, causing chaos. They want to rob anyone, even the rich and poor. Even some just want a quick kill because there's no consequences.
Yeah, all right.
I say stay here for the night. Next day, we look around to see what happened. Don't you agree, Elijah?
Elijah's currently playing, I mean, I can't technically play that song, but I will play it on YouTube.
I've changed up some Chopin now. He's just jamming away.
Mm-hmm. Elijah's jamming away. That's fine. Are we resting
Kind
for
of
the
his
night?
vote, I think.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Bards and the instruments not listening.
Are we resting for the night, ladies and gentlemen?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
They're
All
gonna
right.
try to stand guard.
Well, I'm assuming, you also need to rest, or the only one that doesn't technically need to rest is Prizz, because she was resting technically all night. More than all night. A few days, yes?
There can be guard switches.
She also, like, she literally can't just stand by while people are in danger. Like, there's no chance that she's trying to thread the needle of her obligations here. So she is going to be up all night guarding, and if any, like, listening and trying to keep an eye out if anybody needs help. So, for example, if she sees people who look like they are in trouble, she is going to try to get them into the temple for sanctuary.
Luckily, if I'm not mistaken, yes, luckily the Temple of Pharasma is in a pretty secluded area of the city, and as much as people like to riot, there's no particular reason for them to target the graveyard, right? Or maybe you see like a group going in and then like pondering whether to target the cathedral, but like still bad vibes, you know. So they would leave. Like the main riots are happening in the richer sections of the city, the places where riots normally do happen. So, okay. You will be fatigued in the morning if you stay up all night, Prizz. That's up to you. Yes?
She's going to stay up all night for sure.
So, I will add fatigue to your list of conditions. And I'm going to long rest you all.
Well, if you long rest Prizz now, it'll remove the fatigue. Oh, it didn't long rest Prizz because it long rested Festus instead.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. All right. I'm thinking of calling a little earlier, but I could also just have a tea and maybe power through, and extend it.
T.
Okay, give me a little bit then. Are you guys up? Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to be putting Prizz's second level stuff together.
Give me 5 minutes to grab some tea, and just get a little more energy in me, because didn't wake up feeling great. So I'll be back. Yeah. And I guess the question is, what time is it? 9:30. We have 30 minutes. Are you guys willing to extend? Like an hour afterwards?
Extend.
All right. I'll be back. Hey, welcome back. Hey.
Yeah, what was that?
The Fonz.
The Fonz.
I'm pretending the tea's kicking in. It's not yet. You guys wake up the next morning at the Grand Cathedral of Pharasma. Effectively. What do you do?
Well, are we outside of the church?
You guys are at the church, and I can even keep you in the church if you really want to. But I figure we'd be
I
moving
think
through
we'll
this
probably be
map soon
outside,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you know.
Prizz, have you been out here all night?
I think I've rested enough lately. And, you know, someone has to still protect the people.
I understand this newfound calling that you have, but I think you still need to sleep, my dear. You're looking a little tired. There's bags under your eyes and everything.
I'll rest when I need to.
Well, just look after yourself, okay? We don't want to be losing you again. So, what is the order of business? Is it to the gods? Are we just chasing down? And he'll kind of whisper, Adrian? Just to try and make sure that Durgan doesn't hear.
Are you asking me? Have you
That's
been
the whole
waiting?
party who's kind of out here on the map? That's who I'm asking, my dear.
Don't know what's going on. I just got back.
Man, that sounds like
Hey,
a
that's-
mix of Festus and Prizz in one
It's
voice.
gonna be real hard to figure this out.
Mhm.
I don't.
Yes. So what do people think other than Prizz, who I was talking to?
Yeah. So we're supposed to follow that lead to that castle or whatever. Do you guys think? Do you trust the Queen enough to like go there and explore this?
What else can we do? That's the only lead we got.
I mean, you were told to talk to Cressida Croft, who is theoretically, someone in the party may know them. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I know probably what Yava's vote is here, but what do we do about Trinia? How do I help her? I mean, there's got to be a way to help her.
I feel like right
Got to be
now
lawyers or something that can give her at least a fair fight. If the
I feel
Queen is
like
true to her word.
I feel like right now, Elijah, she is in the same rabbit hole that we are, and the only way we're going to get everyone out is if we just keep on going further in. If we go talk to Cressida, just
Point of
play.
interest. Who is Trinia? What's the rabbit hole? What's going on? There are riots. I don't really know why.
You know the king?
Yeah.
You know how he's alive?
Is this going to be a joke in bad taste?
Yeah, it is. He's not alive anymore.
Yeah, he's dead. Trinia killed him. Well, probably.
Accused
That's
of killing
what
him.
Probably
she's
not.
alleged anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alleged
she's
to have
in the
killed her.
dungeons.
All right.
With the
Trinia
help of
is-
a guard or something.
Who is Trinia?
Here's my
Elijah's
best friend.
friend.
You never had the chance to meet her. You were eaten by a crocodile before.
Yeah.
She was brought to your attention. Sorry if that's a little crass or on the nose there, Prizz, but I've known her since I returned to Corvosa. About 5 years or so, maybe more. I lose track of time. She's always been there for me, always kept me grounded. She would never do such a thing, ever. But we have no other information. We've been before the Queen, but you can't just stand there asking royalty question after question. It's an easy way to lose your head, literally.
So yeah, the populace seems to be pretty upset about the king being dead, and they're chanting, death to the Queen and all that, and they're ransacking the neighborhood. Should be, a few nights of this.
I think
But-
the best thing you can hope for, Elijah, is if we can't find evidence pertaining to her innocence, that it's a public execution.
What the fuck are you even talking about, man? Why are we jumping ahead this far? You've already cursed her into the ground like poor Prizz was over here.
Perhaps we should.
There's got to be other options than just, at least hopefully it's public, so you get to say one big final goodbye.
No, you're not. Alright. There's a bunch of people that are basically what the monarchy's gonna call dissidents at this point. And they all fucking hate the Queen, and they are setting this city on fire. Imagine what happens when Trini is taken out on the chopping block to be a scapegoat, to be what they're going to see as a scapegoat.
No, I didn't really want to imagine that.
Everyone, it doesn't matter what time of day it's going to be. I have a feeling that if that happens, every single person is going to start rioting there, and it's going to be total chaos. And it's with that total chaos that maybe we could grab Trinia and get her out of there.
We could try to help people and save lives, including Trinia, if she's innocent.
Of course she's innocent. Of course.
Okay.
And that is how we need to prove to the rest and the Queen that she is.
That the Queen did it?
No, we're not sure about that. Who knows who could have done it? I know the Queen was the closest, but there was other people inside the castle. There was the guards, the maids. Who knows? The messengers, perhaps.
Lang, when you're investigating a murder, who's the first person that you start to look at? Who's the
Well,
first person you bring into question?
I suspect the butler.
Well,
Get a hero point.
I
for
suspect Colonel Mustard.
well, in any other case, if I didn't know who the murderer was, it'd always start with the wife. But look, we
wife?
can't really question the wife because she's royalty, and she'll cut our heads off. She is the killer.
What?
However, we've already got a prime
What was the
suspect.
dead one? You gonna interrogate if she killed? Would you just assume the wife killed herself? That seems misogynistic to so always assume the women did it.
What? Look, I'd always question the wife because that means I could get an idea of who could have done it and why. And then that would start the long process of going through servants, potential suspects. But I already have a suspect, and that is Trinia. So the person I'd start with, points right at Elijah, is you.
That did this.
What have I done now, hey? Am I a co-conspirator, bringing down the king, destroying my livelihood, taking away my home? Yes, fantastically there, detective. What next? We're going to go find another head to throw at the queen? Wonderful.
Does she have a workshop? Does she have anything that would have survived the riots?
I mean, she had a small little place, but it's not really a studio. I mean, a lot of the time I let her do the work at my place. There's far much more room.
Then we start there.
Plenty of room. I mean, it burnt down, detective. I'm not sure what else you're going to find at the Marble Dome. We can go, by all means, but...
I said if she had a place that would have survived the riots.
Well,
did she have any
can try
housing of
where
her
she
own,
was.
or did you both just live in the Marble Dome that is now gone?
I mean, she moved out for a short time. I'm not quickly scouring the map to see where that would be.
She has a house next to the shingles.
Yeah.
All right. Then that's where you'd have to start. We go over there, we check it out, and we look. Either A, we'll find nothing, which is good, or B, and this is still an unfortunate possibility that you have to acknowledge, we find evidence. An assassination of this magnitude that has caused this much damage, it would require prior planning, and in my opinion, it would require some form of a paper trail. Some form of, like, a notebook or sketches.
Festus has his hand shaking in the air.
Raised.
Festus.
I don't mean to talk out of turn, but didn't we literally get ordered by the queen to go somewhere today?
I mean, yes, that's true. But
it just seems like y'all are fixing to figure out, hey, how do we solve 3 different murders, and then how do we make sure that the queen doesn't? It seems like do what the queen said is number 1 on the list of how to not get murdered by the queen.
We all need to remember, she used a lot of the coins to bring Prizz back if we don't do this thing. God be our asses and cut my ear off. That's worse than death.
I do apologize for not noticing you raising your hand, Aaron. My bad. Yeah?
No, I just did it.
Okay.
It's fine.
well, I don't see why we can't do both. My memory serves, we could swing by the Citadel, then the castle to inform the Queen or her guard that we've done what she wanted, and then head over to Trinia's.
You guys are walking and talking, yes?
Yeah.
No mistradition.
No mistradition of walking and talking. Hey, let's have a random encounter.
No.
So, Pablo, for the moment, I think Prizz can't. Like, Prizz literally, like, according to her faith, can't just sit back and let other people take the risks. But also, Festus was the one who was actually commanded by the queen to go do this thing. So, I think that for now, until we resolve that part at least, I'm going to play Festus, and Prizz can kind of be in the background.
That's fine. I'm okay with
defending.
I'm okay with
For at least
that.
For at least, yeah, for at least this, just not that I'm trying to meta game out of like, hey, my character that's got a bunch of jank conditions for a week. Turns out Festus is here for the next week, and then we'll switch back.
I am okay with you switching out. Like, just remember, in combat, it'll be one of them, and the other one will be helping, quote unquote, in the back. Yes, so you can decide.
So I am saying right now, Festus is still going to be the lead until at least we resolve this.
That's fine. I theoretically would be okay with the entire adventure you switching both around, but like I know that's really difficult for everybody involved. But I like Festus too, man. I just don't know what to tell you. Maybe sometimes, occasionally. So
you say that now, and then Prizz is gonna make everybody real sad, and you'll be like, "I wish we had our stupid gnome back."
That is how we call multiclassing. He has 2 classes.
Festus and Prizz merge into one abomination. Hey!
We really need to stop coming this way. It's always the same street corner
Look,
where
guys,
stuff
leave
happens.
me alone. Leave me alone. I have more maps.
Sorry, I'll stop making that dumb joke at some point. But it was not this day.
Here's the deal. As you guys are walking and talking, before we do anything, Detective Lang, roll me a recall knowledge macro, please.
Recall knowledge macro, baby. Let's go. Natural 1. Let's go.
All right. Summer, yes.
I totally forgot that in the morning preparations, I gotta pull my card.
Do it now. Roll 1d6 too.
Okay, sorry. I completely forgot how to do that.
Rolling a 1d6?
Oh, okay. But remember, I did a thing and it popped up
I'm
and it was
messing
like,
with you. Roll a 1d6, please, and then we'll do.
All right.
That is a secret roll for some reason, but that is a 1. And when you go to your feats and click on Hero Dedication targeting your token, just select the first one on the list, please.
Hang on. You said just pick the first one on the list?
First one that pops up because you rolled a 1.
Okay.
And that's books, which I think Aaron typed it somewhere, somehow.
Tomes is intelligence.
Wait, did I say books? Why does it say books?
It says books. Yeah.
That's so weird.
But I think it's in
It's
resource.
in resource. Yeah, it's in resource Saturday.
Tomes is intelligence.
There you go. Intelligence-based checks or saves. You can use the reaction. So, here's the deal. You ready for this?
I'm ready for this. There's no
Oh, sorry, I didn't release token. There we go. You see a soldier you immediately recognize with that nat 20 recall knowledge, Detective Lang. This gentleman's Grau Soldado. A very well-liked watch sergeant before the king's death. Right now, he is drunk as fuck and just approaching the party at the front of some tavern that you guys are at. You, points at Yavis.
Hey, me?
You! Would duel me? Ha! Yes, you look like a dueler, huh? What?
I think you drink too much, lad. Perhaps go back to the tavern and go to your friends.
Oh, Grau. What the hell happened to you?
Wait, you know this fellow?
You guys don't know him?
No, I'm not in with the guards.
One of the most upstanding guards in, like, I'd say probably the history of Corvosa. This guy's was possibly maybe the most liked guard
Well,
in this entire city.
Oh, really? I
Could have
see.
fooled me.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Hey, Growl.
He'll walk up
Elijah's
to.
gonna walk up.
Okay, roll me a reflex save because I'll roll a reflex save for Grout, and we'll see who manages to go first to hug each other. Fucking hell. Okay.
Damn.
Well, he's gonna run up and just like, hey, detective, and you're gonna be like, what were you gonna do? Yes, I don't know.
He's just gonna put his arm around him. Hey, Growl. So,
oh, Fred.
hey, yeah, buddy. Looks like you like a good time, eh? Hey, hey,
yeah.
how about
He looks at you, Neffy, my dude. You look a little taller than
yeah,
usual.
exactly. Yeah, well, you know, closer in person, right, my friend? Say, hey.
Oh?
And he's gonna draw a gold out of his pouch. How about we go in there and have a few more drinks, buddy times, if
Elijah, no.
in exchange for a little bit of information, maybe.
No, Neffy. I'm
Why?
gonna buy you the drinks, yeah!
No, no, seriously, it's on me, my man.
Wait,
All those times together, I'm sure I've owed you a couple.
roll me deception, Elijah.
Oh my god.
Neffy.
Good at that.
Neffy, my dude. This is... You know what? This is the end of Corvosa.
Yeah, why'd you say that, buddy? You're usually so optimistic, you are. Too much sauce, my man?
Oh,
You can always-
these riots. I just couldn't. I just can't. Detective Lang, you rolled a nat 20 on your recall knowledge. You know what the right thing to do is actually to escort him to the Citadel, where his fellow guards would probably clean him up effectively. You could also use a restoration spell. I don't think anybody has that yet, so that.
You know what? Instead of drinks, Growl, I think maybe you should come with us. All right, we're going for a walk. It's a nice day.
It's a nice day.
We might as well enjoy what's left of Corvosa, huh?
Well, I mean, last night was pretty fucked up. I tell you what. Burnt down like a theater. Not the Marble Dome. That was the day before. No.
Oh, another place gone.
Yeah. It's let's go. Does he? I actually don't know if he would recognize you. Let me roll just a d20 for him. So he knows you're Neffy. He is like he doesn't recognize you, detective, but you're being nice to him. What's your name? You Neffy's friend?
He's an acquaintance of mine, yes.
Neffy,
Aiden Lang.
what are these big fucking words are you? Let's go, guys.
And not big words. You've just had a bit too much, my friend.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm
Hey,
fine. See, I'm fine. He's
yeah. He's kind of. I think Elijah's trying to support him a little bit as well. To help with that. He's like, so this is a weird question, but hey, we're all friends here, aren't we? Say you were maybe, I don't know, incarcerated in the castle. How would one get out of there? Is there any way to do that? I'm sure you know how, don't you?
Don't tell me about the castle. Don't you tell me about the castle.
Well, I didn't mean it in a bad way, my friend. Come on, Jill, tell Neffy what's troubles you, eh?
Roll me a diplomacy, Elijah.
I'm gonna post something in the in Foundry. This is exactly how Aiden is looking at Elijah.
That bitch Sabina. Tell you what.
Oh, she's been busting your balls up again, old friend.
Wait. That would have been great if she would. No. Fucking. And he starts looking depressed. I think that's a lot of information I gave you, so you're welcome to roll another diplomacy check to try to cheer him up and get more information.
Hey, Elijah, would your friend be friends with maybe a guard who's incarcerated and has confessed and is an active witness.
I mean,
Maybe he's chums with him, you know.
he's going to whisper to Yova. I mean, I was trying to get there before you so blatantly pointed it out. Jesus.
You know, once upon it was just so long. You know this story, nephew, right? It's a good one, but it's a long.
You tell it. You're so much better at telling it than I am.
Aw, you.
No, come
flatter
on,
me.
man. Yeah.
You know,
it's
I
true.
like Sabina, man. She's a baller, right?
She's all woman, isn't she? Yeah, she knows her
Uh,
place.
Yeah, so did Vencarlo, apparently. Although, don't fucking tell him you know this shit. You
And
know?
Carlo. I don't remember him off the top of my head. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Jeez.
Caden
Do you have a
pops up.
description?
Caden will pop up and mention who Vencarlo is. I'm assuming he would, because he was his friend. Yes? You guys know Vencarlo in the backstory moments? The swords master? The you know the sword master that Caden talked to for a little bit? Really, really popular, really also like has a sword academy effectively, right? So Vencarlo, Sabina's hot, you know. So like, I mean, Vencarlo liked her. I liked her too. I mean, that's. I would have thought she'd be gay, right? Well, anyway, that's another story. But she.
Then why did she, wrong you then, my good man? Seems to be where you're getting with this.
Aw, man. I gotta tell you get one more diplomacy check. I am very sorry for these checks. It's a pretty big, important load. That's good enough. Okay. I did a thing. Alright? I engineered a duel between Vencarlo and Sabina. Right? It kind of fucked them both over. You'll have to ask them about that. Like, they got some permanent scars and shit. But, like, well, Vencarlo lost 2 fingers. He doesn't like talking about that. Do not talk to Vencarlo about his 2 lost fingers. Alright? Of course, that duel went wrong. And then Sabina abandoned her lessons with Vencarlo. You know, they were apparently like buddy tutors or whatever, right? And then he figured out that I did. You know, and he's telling this story in a roundabout manner. But basically, you get Vencarlo took Grau as an apprentice, as a swordmaster. All right, this is the story you're getting. Sabina also was the apprentice of Vencarlo. Of course, there was a weird love triangle that was complicated even more, as Sabina was interested in women instead of men, which there was a confrontation of 3 ways. Grau successfully engineered a duel between Vencarlo and Sabina. Vencarlo figured out that Grau set up this duel, and that's why I like alcohol now. I was expelled. Man.
That seems a bit of a rough going. Just setting up a bit of a friendly banter almost. Get you expelled?
I mean, it ended up pretty badly, and this, love, right? It's pretty fucked. So.
You know I know love, don't you? I'm not gonna spill all the details. We've been over those stories before. But say, my good man.
You, Neffy? You haven't... are you Neffy?
I am Neffy. You must be absolutely wasted, my friend. But tell me, say one of our lads, one of our own, is incarcerated. How will we, maybe sneak him out? Maybe, I don't know.
And then the castle. I mean, what? You're saying inside the castle? I'm hearing myself echo through somebody's mic. Sorry. Inside the castle, there's someone you want to free, right?
I mean, not so loud, but just between friends, just in case anything ever happened. If I was, not expelled, but imprisoned, say.
Huh. I think you're shit out of luck, my boy.
That bad, eh?
I mean, in terms of, like, you gotta first get into the castle, which right now, he points towards the castle, is pretty protected by 100 soldiers or more, protecting people from the riots. Right, so you gotta get into the castle, then you gotta go downstairs into the dungeons, which you gotta slip through like 20 guards, probably some magical like sensors and traps, and then you just gotta go down there, free your friend, and run back out without getting caught.
Simple as that, eh?
Yeah,
I bet we could do it right now.
I'd give you a 0.1 chance of success.
Ah, dear. Well, you always told me how it was.
Eh,
So I've always liked about you, Growl.
eh,
But hey, promise is a promise, my man.
where we headed? You guys are walking and talking. Sorry for keeping you on this map, but you guys are I mean, you by this point in time, you would have made your way to castle.
So was he expelled from the guard? Is that what I heard, or did he
Nope.
get expelled
Yeah.
from the castle?
Nope. He was expelled from Vencarlo's tutorship, right after he
Oh.
did the thing with Sabina and him, and then he joined the guard because he's a pretty good swordsman. So, and then he was he does like to drink, but before the king's death, he was like I said, a well-liked watch sergeant. So,
And just to clear it up, so he was in love with Sabina, and Van Carlo, whatever, was also in love with Sabina.
mhm.
Okay, and then she was in love with no one.
She
None of them.
was
None of those two.
She was gay, effectively, so she effectively doesn't care. And then there was he engineered a duel.
But why between Sabina and Van Carlo? Like, it makes sense between him and Van Carlo because they were rivals, sort of.
And Carlo, the fan was interested in a three-way confrontation with Grau successfully enduring a duel between Van Carlo and Sabina, a duel that resulted in the loss of two Van Carlo's fingers and a car in Sabina's cheek, which the duel went probably a little bit too violent, and that was the cause of the fallout. Why would he engineer a duel? I don't know. I might double check.
Maybe we just don't know at this point.
At this point,
That's why
yeah,
it's a bit vague.
Yeah.
Because he's wasted, maybe? I don't know.
That is actually a solid point. And also, like, if there is more information, it's not meant to be told right now anyway. So don't worry about it. Yes. But yeah, that's also good. Yeah, valid. So, any questions?
Oh, my man, let's get you somewhere nice and warm, eh?
Hey, let's go. And you guys eventually escort him to Citadel. I'm surprised Festus hasn't piped up in this conversation, but you're muted.
You're muted.
That's why.
I didn't. I was just. Festus was just shaking his head this whole time. Prizz is completely confused. Festus is Festus.
All right, all good. Let's move you here. I'll add Prizz to the scene and growl. And made it.
Would you be able to guess how many arrests have been made, like, from rioters? Like, are the dungeons full right now?
You mean in the castle?
In the city.
Oh. I mean, yeah, probably. If not killed outright,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no trials for dissenters.
Trials for why? Why would there be a trial? Sorry, I'm confused.
It's also been one day.
Who?
Well, I mean, okay, so there's been 2 nights of riots. So you're feeling like the wheels of justice should have rotated so fast that it would yeet these prisoners directly out of the dungeons?
Of course not. I was just getting a feel for, how are the local jails? How are the dungeons?
Oh, we're at Citadel Voice right now. Let's ask. Hey! Oh, God. Growl, what's wrong with you? What?
He's just had, one too many. We're all difficult times and whatnot. I'm sure you've got a nice warm bed for him to stay safe.
It's fine. Come on, Growl. We'll sober you up. Sober me up? I'm not even... Well, I mean, I had a cup. All right, Growl, come on. And they will effectively...
You were looking for was sober. I barely even know her.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Ugh.
And the
Wow.
other guard's like, all right, Cressida's still busy, you know?
Yeah, actually, we came here at the behest of the Queen.
Oh shit, that's you. Hold on. Cressida! She'll pop back out eventually. Hey. She looks like she rested last night and is in a peppier mood. Well then. You're the ones?
We're like...
That's pretty cool. I will tell you that. Come on in. Well, let me change the ambience to Citadel Volge.
So, Pablo, it's been like 10 years, probably a bit more, since Lang's actually been a guard. Has this place changed much?
The people have changed. There's a new blacksmith here. There wasn't one before.
That last somebody has a weird helmet, I tell you. It looks more like an eagle head than a
Oh,
proper
that's
helmet.
badass.
Yeah.
Is she one of the riders?
The
Looks like it's too heavy for
What
someone
they're
to
called?
wear.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. Why not? Excuse me, sorry, I'm dying. Cressida, welcome. We could use your help. Like a lot. I figured yesterday you came here for, well, I didn't know you had the blessing of the Queen. That's pretty neat.
I didn't have that yesterday, but... Well, we didn't have that yesterday, but, you know, we're like a bad smell. You're not going to be able to get rid of us easily.
Speaking
Also
of
like a bad smell in that some of us smell bad.
Speaking of bad smell, you got one, Detective Lang? Come on. Cough him up.
Wait, what?
She crosses
What's she
her arm.
insinuating?
He means a smoke, you idiot.
No, sorry, I didn't understand. He pops out his packet, and it is pretty close to empty, and he's gonna hand over.
She looks at it. Ah, right. It's been pretty hard to find one since the riots. She'll take it anyway. And light it. As she is smoking. All right, here's the deal. We need your help. Severely. In fact, we're undermanned, understaffed, and if I had known, well, yesterday, I would have asked for your help then, but you didn't actually have the Queen's blessings yesterday. Hey, Ergoth.
Let me guess. There's too many looters that all you can handle, and you want us to put them in the bath.
Give or take. Here, let's
In the bath?
Baths, you know.
Oh, behind
dungeon.
bars. Got it.
Hmm.
I thought you said in the bath.
Yeah, our jail cells are just full.
But probably this say they could use a bath while they're drinking and drinking outside.
Well, the faces change, but this place, it's timeless.
You see a little sign that says Cressida's office right up here, but she's not gonna lead you to her office. Just come on in. This is a good enough meeting hall. This is a meeting hall for effectively. There's tables and chairs and whatnot. Not a throne room like kind of displayed here, but it's better than nothing. All right, we got plenty of place here to talk. Oh, close the door for me. Sorry, what's your name?
Hey, my name.
Yes, I should probably introduce. Hi, I'm Cressida Croft, leader of the Corvosan Guard. She says it proudly. And you?
Nice to meet you. And I am a friend of Detective Lang.
Uh-huh. Your name?
Good friends, yeah. Right. Yeah. Yava.
Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to use it for any occult rituals that involve your name.
Mm-hmm.
She'll smile at you, but as you just give her this look, she's gonna loosen her. That was a joke, dearie. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. It's funny.
Elijah. I'm gonna roll 1d100. She does not recognize you. Like, she negative recognizes you. She's like, and you are?
What do you mean, who
Me
am I?
or him?
You should know who I am. I'm sure I've seen you at one of my shows in the past, dear.
She'll... Alright. Lang, who is he?
All right. So that's Elijah.
Okay.
He was the, I guess you could say, the performer at the Marble Dome before it became a pile of cinder.
Okay. Sorry, Elijah. I have never had the time nor the interest of going to one of those shows, nor the money. If that helps.
That's pretty much just what Elijah's doing.
He shrugs and turns towards Durgan. And you are? Mr. Dwarfman?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Durden James Seeger, dwarf of the Ironhold Mountains at your service. You want to know what I'm good at? Well, point me towards the target, and then I can hit them with my crossbow.
Solid. There's some competent fighters here. Detective Lang. And I don't know who's in the back where Festus and... Or where's Prizz and Festus? I
I
guess
think both of them inside
They're,
there.
they're right
both,
over here.
both in the same tile. Wait, where's Festus? Oh.
Right here.
Oh, okay. Right. I just the animals or the mounts are, you have a lot of animal companions, don't you, Aaron? Are covering your tokens anyway. And you are?
I'm Prizz. Prizzy for short. I'm hold on one second.
I guess you could call her
a paladin, a champion of the Inheritor, and this is my faithful companion, Mayday.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Well, I'm Infestius Phelpos of Festus Phelpos's Creative Curiosities. Maybe you've heard of my shop. Remember if you'd been there.
Yeah,
I'm the one with the bug.
yeah, nope, yep, that's you. Okay.
I can tell you about some bugs. You want to know about bugs?
I will.
Oh, please, God, no.
I will pass for now, but thank you for the offer. Well, my name is Cressida Croft, and you are exactly what Corvosa needs right now. You have been on the streets and you've seen how bad things are out there, I'm assuming, yes?
Bad is an understatement.
They are bloody burning the city down. You're underestimating them.
It's breaking my heart to see Corvosa tear itself apart like this. Every bit of aid we can get from people like you helps, if you're willing. I would actually, and she looks directly at Detective Lang, would like to welcome you as agents of the guard, if you'd be interested. Or welcome back for some people.
We have a question about this.
Go ahead.
Are we allowed to use force if they try to kill us? And I mean by putting them down like the dogs. Not you.
Cressida says, legally, you're supposed to say stop resisting first, then do that, alright?
How can we do that if they suddenly throw torches at us or try to kill us? We can't put them all down unless you got enough medicals for the entire city.
As long as you say stop resisting, it's fine.
Yeah, I think what
Even if we whisper it?
Okay. Apparently, my dwarven friend is trying to find loopholes to justify extrajudicial murder. I apologize. I was about to try to
I have my
try to
reason.
qualify him, but no,
I
that's
need to find a specific
All right,
purpose.
all right.
And
Listen.
if I can whisper the words, I can get information from the criminals to find the damn Daedrin.
Okay, look, we've got a lot of troubles. And I will authorize the use of lethal force for some of these tasks. Yes? No?
Do we get a uniform?
You'll get a badge.
A badge?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think anyone's going to take us seriously if we just waltz down the street and say, stop, we're temporary but very serious part-time guards?
Consider us deputies, Yava. All we're
I
doing is
don't expect that your pulling of the weight will do much good, but you will be compensated regardless.
I'd really love a uniform. I think if we all had a uniform, we would look. It would just give us an air of authority, instead of looking like just two-bit nobodies.
hey, I'm at least 3 bits.
Saying, I mean, I don't know. Don't you think this is a good idea, right? Like, we're going to assist the crown in a time of need, and to give us a little bit more legitimacy, we should have something more than just a badge, something that anybody could counterfeit.
Want me diplomacy check, yeah. Matt, yes, we get it. Yava, Cressida looks. We do have a few extra uniforms. The issue is, okay, just meta. I'd love you guys to be wearing uniforms, but it's one of those, like, I would love the art to reflect that as well. But I don't know if there's a we can't do that, right? I don't think we can. No, probably not.
I mean,
Photoshop,
I don't know.
Midjourney, I don't know.
Yeah, like I've got Procreate and an Apple Pencil.
I'm not wearing a uniform.
I mean, I kind of just want for meta, I just want the option of a uniform in case we do some like sneaking around a castle or in a dungeon or like a prison break. A uniform would be kind of nice.
Well, she will offer you uniform then. Yeah, if that's what if you're not like literally trying to wander around with all the same uniform, because I just see a really cool visual, which I have aphantasia, so I don't see visuals in my head. So this is why I want to see your art with uniforms, but that's another issue. Regardless, yeah, we can get you a uniform or 2 or 6, I guess. That's fine, no issues.
Thank you very much. That's very gracious.
Okay. Well, I have a task for you already if you're interested. It'll pay.
What's the task?
Thank you for asking, Durgan. This is actually, so this is going to be a whole thing. So I'm wondering if we just save it for next session and call it now. But that's, No? Yes? You guys want to just continue and do the task? What time you got to work, Aaron?
I don't have to work today.
I do want to call mostly because I'm getting tired now. We've been playing for at 7. That is 5 hours almost.
5 hours? Have we really?
No, 3.
All right.
I'm thinking about 17 plus 3. I'm not sure why.
All right, I just had ka-ching in my head, like, oh, that's a long ass session.
5 hours.
I mean, sorry,
It's fine.
I mean,
it's fine.
hours, and
She's gonna explain an entire quest to you and do a whole thing, but I would prefer to do that at the start of next session, so that we have a fresh session to explain the quest and then do it if you want. I will say, she will say a thing. She'll be like, okay, I have some tasks for you. I'm gonna go get some paperwork. I will be right back, and you have a few minutes if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves before we continue. Before we end.
So, if probably not following this. How the hell does this get us close to Gadrian and/or getting evidence for Trinia?
Well, we need to start somewhere. We can't go back to the castle. The guards are everywhere. And perhaps, if we're lucky, some of these criminals we are catching will know a thing or two.
So just random potluck when she's probably going to be executed in a few days. Right, great. Wonderful.
Oh, trust me, perhaps it will take a week or two. They probably need an audience telling everyone in the city that got the murderer. They need more than a day.
True, and with all the jails and the riots, I don't know that they're going to have time to set up, a trial. The Queen did say she's going to have a fair trial, and then they're not going to be able to set it up. We have a little while.
For a high, goddamn words failing me, profile case. Right, there's some. I don't know. I know much about how life actually functions, but high profile case like this, you really think they're going to wait?
I do actually.
Same. I know this is grim, but we can't do much. We're doing the best as we can. We can break it out, but trust me, the moment we try to do it, we are dead meat.
We can't help everyone we want to help right now. We help who we can, and we have faith that doing what we can to help the people will bring opportunities to do more.
Wise words. Anyways, so we have uniforms now, so maybe
Get
we
that
could
hug someday, Yava.
yeah.
Sure, she said no uniform, but just a badge.
No, she said she's going to give us a uniform.
Bleh, a uniform? We don't need that. Just give me a badge. I don't want a common criminal suddenly want to kill me just because he thinks I'm a god.
Okay, well, we don't have to wear it every moment of every day. I was just thinking it's a useful tool to have. It's just going to be an aid.
It's more like a burden than an aid. I rather want a badge that I can hide when needed if the situation looks too grim.
Well then, I promise I won't force you to wear it. It's not like I want to dress all the same and braid your beard. I was just thinking that it could be a useful tool.
What's wrong with me braiding my beard?
No, I said I'm not going to braid your beard.
Well, I don't mind it, but no, I would not let you.
Oh, Jesus H. All right, anyways.
All right. Good session, everybody. Yes. No. No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good.
All right.
I love it. Just
All right.
tell me if I'm doing
No. You guys are fine. All right. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Like and subscribe. Bye.